The main challenge is how to compete with the new competitors. It's not really a question of news, it's a question of public service media. How to compete tomorrow against Netflix, against Facebook, against Google, YouTube and so on. They are very rich. They can spend billions and billions. What is our future in this world? I don't know, but I think it's a real issue for us.
Well, I think there are three big challenges. The first challenge is the content, because the content is the basis of the trust, the relation you have with your audience. The second challenge is that you need your content to get to the audience, because there are a lot of gatekeepers in between that might filter the news, that might put some stories on top because they perhaps sell better on the internet. So you need to have the content, get it to the audience, and once you get it to the audience, really brand it as coming from a trusted source.
People come to us because they trust us. They come to us because they know we will only show them and tell them about things that we have verified, where we have found out that this is really what it is all about. And that's the story we're going to give them. That's the reason people prefer public service media broadcasters, because they are the ones that are the most trusted. It's fascinating because this is the time when we need the best practice exchange. We need to learn from each other without repeating the same mistakes.
We have developed a system which is called File Exchange Platforms, which allows members to integrate the Geneva flow of material directly into their newsrooms. So they can offer the material and receive material in their media asset management system without seeing any of the Eurovision interfaces. One of the biggest challenges is actually the change. So on one hand, it's the realization that the change is a constant, but the constant change is the challenge in itself.
I'm always surprised at how much we have to learn from each other, and it tends not to be so much about it's the technology, what you can do with it, that we could read about in newspapers. It's how really up close and personal look at how people are using it, how members, and we're so open with each other about sharing best practices and worst practices or mistakes that it's incredibly useful.
And we also hope that at the next edition of the News Technology Seminar in 2016, we will just get nice feedback from the members who will be finally happy with having a tool which will allow them to exchange material without Geneva intervention and also in closed groups.